I've selected we've had our first question has come through from Stuart, and he's asked, what criteria do you use to determine a good film? Any comments about that, Stuart?
Yeah, certainly, and it's a very good question. To me, a film needs to be first and foremost enjoyable. It can be a complete, I mean, if you're going to watch a comedy, you can't expect to have a film crafted along a Sherlock Holmes plotline. I mean, you just got to understand and accept that it's got to be something which makes you laugh. So it's got to meet and fit into the genre which it's set out to fit into, and it needs to do that very effectively. I recently went to see Trainwreck, a comedy, and I just found myself cringing up in my seat for the best part of 2 hours because it was just not funny and very uncomfortable. Secondly, it has to have good acting. I mean, you can tell a good actor from a bad actor just in the way that they deliver the lines, in the way that they use body language, and also as far as their own performance, how much they actually believe they are this character. One of the most memorable performances ever given on screen was Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight, and that was his last full-length film before he passed away very prematurely. And he was so into his character. If you actually go and have a look at the diary he was keeping in preparation for it, you could actually almost be mistaken for thinking that this was some sort of lunatic that was locked up in a mental asylum, but in fact it was him just getting into character. So that's the second thing. The third is it needs to be believable. You need to actually feel like if they're shooting a Martian film, you need to feel like you're on Mars, or you need to feel like you're in Nova Scotia or in the middle of Tatooine in Star Wars. You can't feel like you're just filming it down the road in a green screen studio. It needs to be believable, because if you can't immerse yourself in it, you're going to withdraw from it and just think of when can you get out of the theater.